Good morning and good evening, friends. Yesterday, we are talking about DAX string functions, right? And I think we had completed length, left, right, upper, lower, trim, and mid, substring, and replace. And there is an important question also we had seen the difference between substitute and replace. Very important and big question. Substitute is completely condition based, okay, which is going to be affecting only few rows, and replace is going to be without condition. It is going to be affecting all the rows. So that is what we discussed, and today let us understand some more functions: blank, concatenate, x, concatenate, find, search. All these things we'll discuss one by one. And all these things yesterday I have told you, and I asked you to get the answer for this question. So anybody tried this answer? So anybody tried? So if yes, please send it to me in the chat window so that I will review it. And okay, so today let us see what is a blank. It returns a blank. So I wanted to say if employee number of days is equivalent to 0, then it is going to be returning blank. Otherwise, it is going to be giving you the proper value. So if you have number of days equals to 0, what will happen? Employee's salary divided by 0, what will happen? It will give you infinity, right? So I don't want to get the infinity. Instead of getting infinity, I wanted to say if the remainder is 0, immediately I need to get a blank. So infinity is what? It is error data, right? So blank means it is a null data. I should not get anything. So you can use blank, or you can use also 0, right? So whatever you wanted to have, but blank returns a blank means it's going to be returning null value. So that is what is this function. So you can use wherever you want to use. It is simply self-explanatory. If employee number of days equals to 0, if this is true, give the blank. Otherwise, only you have to give the value. If it is 0, then normally we'll get infinity. Instead of getting infinity, if you write like this, you will be able to get the null. Blank means null value. Remember that. Okay. Yeah. So that is what is called blank. You can just practice this. It is not very complicated ones. So we have to understand concatenate. Then we'll talk about concatenate X. And let me just go to concatenate. So if I wanted to concatenate something, for example, I wanted to open Power BI, and I wanted to use get the Excel data. Let me go and get the employee data. I wanted to load department table as well as employee table data. Okay, so I wanted to simply just show you this data. How do we concatenate? So there is a concatenate or concatenation operator, right? Ampersand we were using. So I wanted to take a new column in the department table. You can also right click on this. You will be able to get new column, new measure. So whatever you wanted to get it, you will be able to get it. So I wanted to simply click on the table, click on the new column. So I wanted to concatenate something. So how to concatenate? So I would like to get employee ID with employee name. So how can we get it? So I need to use employee ID, EMPID. Concatenation operator is ampersand, right? And employee name. So I can use this. In between, I wanted to get, let us say, a space like this. If you wanted to get the space, you will be able to write like this, right? So this is what is called, with the help of ampersand symbol, it is a concatenation operator. But there is a concatenate function is also available, which is going to be taking two arguments. Okay, so I wanted to have Purna Chandrasekhar, stop the video. Yeah, I'm just stopping it. So I wanted to use a function called concatenate function. So when I say concatenate, there are two functions, concatenate X. Wherever you see X functions, these functions are called as iterating functions. Wherever you see some functions called X-based functions, these are called iterating functions or looping function. For example, I wanted to show you sum. Immediately, you will be able to see sum X. Okay, sum means normal sum function. Sum X means which is a sum, but which is going to be called as iterating functions. Clear? We'll talk about these iterating functions later. But as of now, I wanted to use concatenate. I would like to use concatenate. So it is going to be taking only two arguments. Clear? So text one, I want to supply employee ID, comma, I want to supply employee name. So it is going to be concatenating both of them, and you will be able to get one, Akash box. So it is going to be taking this data and this data. It is going to be giving like this. Or you can also give some, guys, check your videos. Someone's video is on. Who's that, guys? Just check. It will get recorded. That is the issue. Okay, so I wanted to give, let me remove. I can also give any string, for example, AAA. I can also give like that. So you will be able to get one AAA, or I can also give any other data. Let us say 1, 2, 3. I should be able to get like this. There is no problem at all. But now I wanted to use employee ID. And I wanted to use employee name, but in between, I wanted to also have an hyphen. So, but unfortunately, which is going to be taking two arguments. How do I give hyphen? So I would like to get one Akash, two Preetham. I wanted to give this. How to do this? So there is a trick you need to apply. So go here and put like this. So you will be able to get one like this. But I wanted to get the second name. What is the second name? Whatever you have it here. To this, I would like to add employee name. So for that, I'm going to be using one more concatenate. Okay. So one more concatenate. Within that, I wanted to use employee name. Okay. I wanted to use employee name. Then click on this. You will be able to get one hyphen Akash, two Preetham, three Anish. So if you wanted to concatenate multiple items, because concatenate function is going to be taking at a time two arguments. Clear? But I wanted to include one more symbol in between. Definitely, within one concatenate function, you will not be able to achieve. You need to use, inside one more concatenate within one more concatenate, you must use it and you should be able to get it. So that is what is the concatenate function can do for you. Now there is a concatenate X. So that is also very, very important one that we need to understand. So before that, guys, did you get the answer for these questions? Anybody tried this? These are compulsory questions. You need to have the answers with you. They'll ask you whether it is online or offline interview. They'll give you in the chat window, they'll ask you to write the DAX queries for this kind of a requirement. So just practice them without fail. And concatenate or ampersand, definitely ampersand you recommend, right? Concatenate will be complicated one if you wanted to concatenate more and more strings, which is easy. Ampersand one is easy. So most of the time you will be able to use ampersand. Okay, so that is the easiest one, right? So See, normally, whenever you write a code, remember one thing. Whenever you write the code, so you can write the code in one line. You can write the code in 10 lines. Okay. So one line code, who can understand? Only Einstein or Bill Gates can understand one line codes because they're very, very intelligent in this world. But do you think that all, IT engineers are very intelligent? It is impossible, right? No company will get only, go Bill Gates and Einstein, right? So you should be able to write a code with, 10 lines, 12 lines, doesn't matter. But other people, should be able to understand. So you need to, many people can write machine understandable code, but only few can write human understandable code. That is what is the saying in IT industry. Clear? Many people can write machine understandable code. Any code you write, machine can understand. But only few people can write human understandable code. What is the meaning? So other people should be able to understand your code. You write some code and you resign the job and go. So other, your place will be replaced with one more employee. They should understand your understanding what is that you have written there. So it is important that the code should be very, very simple. It may be lengthy also, doesn't matter, but others should be able to understand your code. Remember that always. Clear? Yeah. So now concatenate X. In the SQL, there is a string aggregate function. Do you remember this function in SQL? This function is heavily asked in all the interviews. Compulsory the interview question in this. Okay. So I would have also covered this in my SQL. So compulsorily people would ask you this question in all the interviews. Okay. It is equivalent. Equivalent function is there here also. That is what is called concatenate X, right? So I have 1, 2, 3 like that. So people will give you, this is what is my data. This is what is my data. Show me this data like this. Okay. Show me the data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how do you do that? Very, very simple query. They will ask you to write. So this is my data. Same data you need to take and show me the result like that. Or they'll say A, B, C. I have some, column data here. So you need to show me the same thing as a column A, B, C. How do you do that? With the help of string aggregate function. So compulsory an interview question. The same thing that is available here, concatenate X. So it is going to be taking one value and it is going to be whatever be the, the terminator that you want to have, delimiter you can have a space, you can also have a space A, B, C, or you can also have comma. So what is that you would like to have? It is going to be taking and it is going to be looping entire table. So which table you wanted to, use that table and which column you wanted to, take and convert. For example, I have like this, I would like to convert A, and what is that you would like to use, comma, or you would like to use a space, or you would like to use a dot. What is that you would like to use? We use dot A dot B dot C, like that you will be able to get. So column data will become a row data. So column data will become a row data. It is going to be iterating. X means iterating. It is looping. So it is going to the table, get one value and put a dot, go to the second table, get the second value, put like this, go to the third table, till it is going to be going to the end and putting all the data. So this is what is called iterating. Iterating means looping till it completes all the data. So that is what is called concatenate X. Okay. So I wanted to, use this, some employee data. So let me have concatenate X. Concatenate X. It is going to be asking me, what is the table name? What is the table name? I have it here, employee table. So you can have employee table. The table it is going to show you. Then expression. What is the expression I wanted to get? That is column name. Which column you would like to use? Employee name, right? So then afterwards, it is going to be telling me delimiter. Delimiter is also not compulsory, but if you have the delimiter, so remaining things are not very important. So let me put the delimiter. So delimiter, I wanted to put comma and give some space and close the bracket. So you will be able to convert all the names into like this. So whatever the column you would like to convert all the data, Akash, then Preetham, have you seen this? All the data will get converted like this. So whatever, instead of this, you can also have employee ID. So whatever you would like to have, you will be able to take and press enter. You will be able to get like this. If you don't need anything, or if you need dot, you can also put the dot. It will be showing you the data like this. So this is what is called concatenate X. It is similar to string aggregate in SQL. So compulsorily you watch this, function before attending any Power BI or SQL interviews without fail. Clear? So interview question: what is the difference between concatenate and concatenate X? It is going to be making, converting a column into row. It is making a column into row, but concatenate is going to be using concatenating one column data with other column data, or concatenating two strings. So it is going to be taking only two arguments. So that is what. So instead of concatenate, we can also use ampersand symbol. So this is the easiest one. So instead of using concatenate, the better go in for single ampersand. It will give you, very easy coding. Anybody can understand. Right. So then we have a find function. Returns this, starting position of one text string with another string. Okay, so find, I wanted to find, so there is a product name column is available. In the product name column, I wanted to know wherever there is a bike. For example, I have a product name called a pen. I have a product name called light. Okay. I have product name called motor bike. Okay. So like that, I have a lot of product names. I wanted to understand wherever there is a bike, get me that. So if it is not, then you need to give me the blank. Blank means what? Null value. So if it is there, then you give me the starting position. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the seventh character, the bike is available in this value. So you will be able to find out like that. Clear? So that is what is called the function. So we are going to be verifying whether this spelling is available within your product name or not. So I wanted to take this value. So I wanted to find out. So search, okay, whether to get the, let us say, index number, character index. Okay. So I wanted to find out, find a text. What is that you would like to find? So for example, I would like to find das, okay, in this. So within what employee name? If you're able to get it. Now the starting position from where you would like to start, you can also give, but that is not very important. Not found value, that is also not important. If you wanted to give that value, you can give. So these are square brackets, means this you need not supply. So okay. So I wanted to, if it is not there, show me or give me a blank null value, something like this. Otherwise, this is also not very important. Clear? So why is it? So find has wrong data type. Why it is? What is the mistake I have done it? Okay, I need to put one more comma because one parameter I missed it, right? One more parameter I missed it. So it is option starting position, which is not there, right? So this is, so the das is available. Das is available. So in the seventh place, have you seen this? Now you can just Savandas. Savandas, you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So D is available in this. So you will be able to find out whether the given text is available or not. So I wanted to also tell, for example, what is the starting position is talking about. I will have, I have Savandas, right? So I have to have Sri Rangam, let us say Srinivas. I have data like this. I wanted to find out the Sri, not in the first case. I wanted to find it on the second instance. Clear? So if you give the same data here, if I give Sri here, it is going to be telling me it is Sri is starting in the first character. But I wanted to ignore this. I wanted to get the second occurrence. Second occurrence means you need to say, when is that I need to start? You can just ignore this letter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least you ignore 10 and start after that. Okay, you ignore the first 10 characters and start after that. So it is going to be giving you next Sri. So where is this available? Let me go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it is going to be giving you 13. So like that, you can have the starting position from where I should start finding the given keyword within the column name. So that is what is called find, which is equivalent to there is a char index in SQL, right? If you wanted to know whether @ symbol available or not. So that is what I wanted to find out. Clear? So for example, let me give you where exactly we are going to be using this in the real time. So whether given email ID is correct or not, I wanted to have. So email IDs will have this kind of a data, right? So email ID means you will be able to have, let us say, Bhaskar Jogi @gmail.com. I have some data. Okay, so using this, I wanted to find out whether this email ID is correct or not, because I need to have @ symbol. If it is not there, you will not be able to get, @ symbol means it is invalid email ID. How do you verify that? How do you verify? So you need to verify with the help of a find. So let me just go there and new column, you can just take it. So you can just validate email. Okay, so you need to use find. So find within what? What is that you would like to find? You would like to find @ symbol. Okay, where you need to find within the email that you want to find out, and close the bracket. Okay, so you're able to get some number, right? You're able to get some number. That means @ symbol is available. But when you go and if the @ symbol is not there, so now you're trying to verify, you're getting some error, right? So instead of getting error, what we say, we give some blank value. So you're not getting anything here. That means what? This email ID is not correct, or it is incorrect. You don't have this, or you don't have a dot. So how do you verify whether the given string is available within the given text or not? I wanted to verify which email IDs that does not contain @ symbol means all these things. Wherever you have a blank, right? Wherever there is a blank value, you will be able to easily tell this email ID is wrong. So if you want to find out like this in the IT industry, we're going to be using this kind of a find. Or we have one more, that is what is called search. Search is also similar to that. Returns the number of characters at which the specific character or text string is first found, reading the left to right. Okay, it is also same as that find string or the string. It is a case sensitive. The first one is case sensitive, I think. Let me just verify. So because I don't remember whether it's sensitive or case sensitive, so we will be able to verify that. I think I have deleted, right? So that is that. Find out thus in employee name. So it is able to give, but let me give small d whether it is going to work or not. It is not working. It is a case sensitive, but whereas this other one is case insensitive. That is the difference between these two, but both of them are working in the same way. Okay. So it is a case sensitive. I have written that, but it is case insensitive. The same thing. And both of them can be used. It is similar to char index of your SQL programming. Okay. So let me write also. It is similar to char index function in your in SQL. Clear? So these are the find and search. So I think we have covered so maximum all these functions, and length, concatenate, left, right, upper, lower, trim, mid, substitute, replace, blank, concatenate X, find and search. Remember, wherever you see the X functions, these functions are called as iterating functions. You will be able to see some everybody knows it is going to be taking the column and it is going to be aggregating the summing the grand totals and everything. There is a one more function called the sum X function. We will be talking about this function later. So wherever you see X, these are called iterating functions or iterating functions. So looping, it is going to be looping all the data and going to perform a lot of operations on the data. Sure. So any questions on the text or string functions? The next one is we're going to be discussing about date and time functions. Any questions you have?